So, Marie Antoinette, what are you doing here at Congressman Kevin Brady's office?
It is time to give the peasants a little something.
Well, I heard the peasants didn't have any bread.
Well, I do not know about bread. Apparently they have no bread, so I thought in my graciousness, since they have no bread, let them eat cake.
How's everybody?
Hello. Thank you very much. We are here to present you with cake because we have heard that the peasants have no bread. Oh, that's nice. Right?
Yeah, let's serve the cake. Everybody come in. It's a party. We're gonna serve cake, right?
We're gonna serve cake. Do you want to cut it, Bernie?
And of course, you know, at a time where there are 4 unemployed people looking for jobs for every job opening, I mean, telling people to get a job and stop protesting is kind of like the new let them eat cake, right? I mean.
Is this Occupy Conroe?
Oh, well, no, this is actually just folks from different coalitions and unemployed people who are, you know, tired of being told to eat cake, and instead of having a congressman who would rather extend their unemployment benefits without, you know, making additional cuts or taking away their dignity with drug tests and things like that.
Extending unemployment past the 99 weeks currently.
Yes,
Extending,
yes.
I guess that's the question.
Yeah.
99 weeks is not sufficient.
Right.
So
In this economy, it is not sufficient.
So how many weeks of unemployment would be satisfactory?
Until it opens up. I mean, Texas lost more jobs last month than any state in the union.
People have worked all their life and paid into unemployment.
Don't you think people out here working as hard as they can to find a job?
I'm not disputing that.
No.
I think that the taxpayers say, yes, hand up.
Taxpayers have nothing to say about it no more because the taxpayers are the ones that put in unemployment. The ones that work 25 and 30 years and put in 25 years of unemployment. What makes you limited to
So why is
99
Brady
weeks?
talking about drug tests on the floor of the House yesterday?
We talked about both. We talked about helping people find educational opportunities.
And you also talked about subsidizing drug addicts.
We absolutely said that if unemployment is not supposed to go towards recreational drug use or habit-forming drug use. It's to help you find a job, to hold you over until you're able to find another career.
But doesn't it seem a little belittling to victims of this economy and victims of an economy that is, you know, clearly...
You demonize them?
I don't think it's belittling. I think the taxpayers have a right to know that their money...
So why don't we start drug testing? Why don't we start drug testing members of the House and members of the Senate? So is Kevin Brady for then drug testing members of the House and members of the Senate?
I can find out for you, but I know one thing's for sure: the taxpayers of this country want to make sure that 99 weeks of unemployment, one, is almost an associate's degree. Is there any way we can get a better bang for our buck? Can we get people further?
And it could be paid for if we did the Buffett tax. The Buffett tax could pay for uninsurance. Yes. It could.
You know, that millionaire.
So you're opposed? They're getting tapped.
No, I'm saying if you can let me finish my sentence, I might be able to have a dialogue with you. The millionaires are. I guess the concept I have, or the question I have, is if we pick a percentage and we just say. I guess it's both, because we get debated around. But the Buffett tax, the millionaire tax, it's going to pay for this, it's going to pay for that, it's going to pay for this, it's going to pay for that. We could confiscate everyone's wealth in this country in this tax bracket. A one-time tax, a one-time confiscation.
Yes, go ahead.
How do you feel about the fact that 144 families in this country own as much wealth as 100 million people?
I don't have a problem with people being successful.
How do you answer the question?
But you're against the 1% tax on them.
No. Answer the question.
And
how do you feel about the fact that 144 families own as much wealth as 100 million people in this country? Answer that question. Period.
I do not have a problem with people owning wealth.
In other words, you think it's okay that 144 families own as much wealth as 100 million people in this 100 million people in this country. You think that's okay? Yes or no?
Yes, I think they have the right to own.
Then go on to something else. But we know how you and Brady feel about this. Go on to something else.
I don't understand why owning wealth in this country is a bad thing.
In other words, that kind of an equity is okay for you and Brady. Yes or no?
Your own fair share, then that's fine.
Okay.
But
you're basically saying that 2 years worth of welfare, you can also achieve a GED. So you're also stating that with a GED, you're guaranteed a job. Is that what we're saying?
I'm saying you do not have a GED.
So the
and you want to go back to school.
American Airlines just laid off 12,000 people. So 12,000 people whose families will also be affected, and you're giving them 2 years. So you're saying 2 years, even though you have a degree, that's going to be enough for you to make it. So in 2 years, you should be well off because I've already paid into your unemployment. So you're fine after 2 years. American Airlines, so long after 2 years, right?
I think 2 years is...
Stop thinking, you're wrong.
You're wrong.